This Seattle couple.
We celebrated 1 year together a couple weeks ago. It was wonderful.
Alex Dugdale and Kylie Steinbach say they never received racist remarks about their relationship until last week.
We need people to know that this kind of thing still happens. This kind of racial harassment and bigotry, it still happens.
It was on St. Patrick's Day. They ordered a Lyft to pick them up in Lake City.
We asked if we could make a stop at 7-Eleven, and he said no, and we said okay.
They say they barely traveled a block before the driver said this.
You know what? You guys can get out here. I'm canceling your ride. Get out of my car.
I couldn't imagine what we possibly could have done in that time. Like, why on earth are we being told to get out of the car?
Kylie says at that point, the driver, who had a camera mounted to the dashboard, turned it so it was facing her. At the same time, her boyfriend Alex got out of the car and walked around to open her door.
As I was getting Kylie out of the car, and I said, well, sweetheart, he might not like mixed race couples.
They turned to leave, but say the driver wasn't done.
He rolled down the window and he screamed at me, "You're an you f." He said that word. He said the N-word, and because of that, it took it to a whole nother level of, harassment.
When they reported it to Lyft, they say they were disappointed by the initial response.
He didn't bother asking what the altercation was. He just said, okay, we won't pair you with this driver again.
In a statement, Lyft says they do not tolerate discrimination and are investigating the incident. The company notes they've reached out to the driver and the couple, and both parties are alleging inappropriate behavior.
That is completely false. The driver is wrong. We did nothing wrong or inappropriate.
Now the couple has filed a police report and posted about it on social media.
This should not be tolerated, will not be tolerated.
Together, they want to send that message.
Uber and Lyft drivers are quietly discriminating against riders based on gender and race, according to a new study. In fact, Uber drivers in Boston were more than twice as likely to cancel rides of passengers who had African-American sounding names and white sounding names. Meanwhile, drivers also took female passengers for longer, more expensive rides. The study was done by professors at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Stanford, and the University of Washington.
I saw the check, nigga. Huh?